Hello. Welcome back to another D-Man the Defenders video. In today's video, I thought I would go over what to buy. I have made this video in the past before, I think at least two times, but there's always new players and it's always changing a bit. So let's just go to the shop here. Usually this first tab here is for like the daily, so as you see at the bottom there, it's going to reset in 12 hours. So I always buy the small pile of gold, this right here, and I always buy anytime it's like any memory fragments, doesn't matter if it's like boots, weapon, chest, or the necklace, I always buy it. And do you see where it says like 3-star gem set or gemstone set? Sometimes that's like equipment, like boots or any sort of gear. I always buy that, and I never buy this tree tooth at so-called a reduced price. That is a ripoff, the 1350, and I usually buy this stuff here, but I already have 212, but I just buy it anyways. But that's just me though. Like, I usually, in regards to like the arena trinket, I try to keep at least 50 in reserve, meaning by the end of like the season, like I think it's like every 14 days or something like that. If you really want, you can make a push like to get a higher rating and stuff like that, if you care about that. And I don't get the 5-star hero shards because I don't believe it's worth it, nor do I ever get the wisdom droplets. Either the 3 package for 1500 or the single for 500. And this heroic summoning stone, I sometimes get it and I sometimes don't, just depending on how I'm feeling. I mostly get it, if I do get it, it's because I have a bit more diamond. Like I have a bit more diamond, like a sort of like now. But I'm talking about like if I have like 20k plus or something like that, I might buy it. And if the heroic summon event is going on, which it actually is, so I'll buy it, even though I'm not going to actually get into any raiding, because yeah. But anyways, if you go on to the next tab here, in this space here, I never use my ancient relic. I never use my ancient relic on these heroes at all. I used to when I first started the game. That's how I got my I think my Thor leveled up, because it was and I believe back then it was worth it. But as I've gained more experience in this game, I've realized that it doesn't matter what star level your hero is for the most part. It matters about the gear. So that's why I spend 100% of my ancient relic on the gear. And how I determine what gear I buy, well, I think everybody should do this, but basically I always use it on the Holy Hammer. Get that out of the way, because it's going to be a long journey before you have maxed out gear on all your characters. And with the pinnacle of competition, you pretty much can't get maxed out characters anyways. But when I talk about maxed out characters, I mean you can usually have 8 slots for the most things that you do, right? But the pinnacle of competition lets you have up to like however many, like so many like different characters and stuff like that. And if you go down, so basically I don't spend it on their weapon either. I used to right when I started the game, same with like here, but now I exclusively, even right now, still only spend it on gear. For the Alliance shop, I don't buy the dailies anymore, because if you do the math, it's not worth it. I used to when I first started the game, but now I only buy the weekly, and I know for a fact that I need the boots. And when I get enough points, I will buy the second boots, the Bloodthirsty. But I always buy the Dragon Scale version first, and then towards the end of the week, I'll buy the Bloodthirsty. But I don't think I'll be able to afford it this week, because I haven't been logging on and playing at all. And I never buy anything here, but if I was, eventually I would buy the Van Helsing just simply because I like to buy only one type, and he's the only because I play for the Astro, I'll buy him just so I can use him to sacrifice. So if you mostly play like the Moon faction, then you would buy the Black Hawk, and if you mostly play the Sun, then you would buy the Joan of Arc. But don't buy those little guys at the bottom there. It's not worth it. And for the arena, the first thing I always buy is the Bloodthirsty necklace all the time, always, because you absolutely need gear. Then the second thing I buy is the Wisdom Droplet, the 5-pack for the 1125, and then I buy the 151, which is even a better deal. And then I save up the rest, and I usually buy the rest of this 5-star hero shard, like the 50. But my main concern is to always buy the 3 that I've already bought right now. That's my main concern. I don't really care so much about the 5-star one. But if I could only pick one thing to buy, it would have to be the necklace. And you have to be level 50 to buy it, I believe. Yeah. And for here, when I do remember to bet on the arena, I usually get the large coin bag, the small pile of coins, and the 5 tree dew. And I never get the Nephil alloy nor the endless flame. So I always just get these, like 1, 2, and 3. My first concern is the gold, so I always get the large bag and then the small pile first. And for the gemstone here, I've already made videos about that, and yeah. But anyways, if we move on to the temple, this is one of the most important ones. I've never once bought the Ares. I know a lot of people, they buy it this, but I think for the price, it's not worth it. Nor have I ever. I think one time I accidentally bought the Harmonia, or maybe I was really desperate. I can't remember. I think possibly I did, but I don't think so. And I used to buy these top hero cards back when I actually wanted to get, I wanted to have triple Freddy. I mean, not triple Freddy, triple Billy. So I bought the 3 here, or the 2 limit. But every time I reset, I always buy the 2, but I don't buy it anymore. I exclusively buy just the Storm random chest. I buy all 3, and it costs 4,000. I think it's absolutely worth it. I'm going to pick up 2 right now. And I can't buy the 4th one, as you see, because I don't have enough winnings. But in just a little bit here, I will always pick up the 4. And then once I've picked up those 4, I sometimes will pick up the Ancient Relic at the bottom here for the 1125 and the 560. I'll pick up those, and that's it. The 2 Ancient Relic, I'll pick them up, and then I save the rest for the next time it resets in about a month. It'll reset, and then it lets you buy the Storm random chest again, after you've bought all 3. And for here, I always pick up pretty much everything. But if you don't have enough of these fragments, but you should, because because you should be doing the what is it? You should be doing the genies come in every week, so you should buy. So the first thing I always buy is pretty much everything, and you should be able to afford it if you do weekly. Just basically buy if you go in order here. Now let's say if you don't have as many of the things as I do, the currency, what I always like to purchase first is I like to get the chest and the boots. But that's me though. A lot of people like to go with the weapon first because you get to do more damage, and a lot of people care more about the damage. But for my meditation space, I like to focus more on the chest and the boots first, because they're the cheapest ones, so you get more of an upgrade for less expense. But if you want, I guess, more of an impact, probably the weapon is the way to go, because that's a lot of people try to max out the weapon. And then seeing how I have 270k, I'll buy these, even though I still believe it's sort of a waste because I don't use them. And then I'll purchase the 5 here, and that's it. And I leave the rest, and I don't purchase the heroic summoning stone, even though I could get 10, but I'm not going to. But basically I start with the gear first. I pick up the gear, and then I pick up the memory fragments, and then I will pick up these shards first, and then lastly I'll pick up the meditation potion to speed up, but you don't really need them, but just in case. And then for here, I've never once purchased the these 5. It's not worth it for 600. The puzzle piece, it's definitely not worth it for Cleopatra. Even if she was the best hero, like I still wouldn't do it. It's just not worth it. I'd rather pick up the memory fragments. So again, now I haven't been playing the last couple of days. I've missed out on like that's not because I'm like quitting the game or nothing like that. It's just because I've been extremely busy with my business, and now a friend wanted me to come to work, and I haven't actually had like a real job in like a couple of years now, besides my business. So I decided to like fly out and go and help him out here. I think that's basically it. Yeah, so that's basically what I like to buy in all the tabs here. I don't know if this should be a separate video or not, but if you come to here, I believe the special offer. Again, this is the only thing I like to pay for, like if you purchase this package thing. But if you haven't bought it, it'll show up there first, and then it gives you access like all 3. And then what I do with these little things, the Genie Soul, is if you go to here, it lets you buy. And again, even though it does give you gear, I always get the memory fragments with them to level up the meditation space. And yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, there's basically nothing else. And I guess if you want, you can pick up these things here if you have the money for it, but it does add up. Like, it is quite expensive, depending on where you are financially. Yeah, that's basically it. So thank you so much for watching, and just in case you want to see what I get, the best ones to get out of these is obviously the Storm Hammer, so that's what I'm looking for, or necklace. So I got the worst and the best. So the best one to get is the weapon, because it's the most expensive, and the worst one to get is the boots, because it's the least expensive. So I got one of the best one, and the best and the worst one. But yeah, but thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.